Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I've been in this parliament since the new constitution came into place, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it looks like the hangover of the old ways, the hangover of the old constitution has refused to go away from this country. Mr. Speaker, you've been a member of parliament for long. You remember the previous parliaments where you served before the new constitution, Mr. Speaker. The whips used to constitute committees, send it to the speaker for approval, and it ends there. Under the new constitution, Mr. Speaker, a standing committee was formed called Selection Committee that deals with issues of placement in committees. And whatever proposal that the leadership of minority, majority, independents, and all kind of caucuses that are in this house are looked into in that committee, Mr. Speaker. That committee has representation from all sectors. It has representation from the majority. It has representation from the minority. It has representation from the independents, the so-called quote-in-quote. It has representation from small parties, non-parliamentary parties. It has representation from, Mr. Speaker, all shades of representation in the House. What we bring before that committee that is chaired by the majority leader is proposals from different sectors. We bring proposals from the minority that, please, we are bringing proposals from the minority that this is how we want to constitute our committees. The majority brings, the independents have a voice there. It is that committee that makes a decision, Mr. Speaker, that go back and redo this, or we are in agreement, and if there is even a stalemate, people vote, Mr. Speaker, in that committee. But Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I want to say, under this new constitution, the whole idea of independence needs to be relooked into, Mr. Speaker, in this country. How independent are independents in this house? We know when they come here, they align with who? These are the same independents, even though even now there is broad-based, after the new election, they joined the other side. Some of us were with us. They left us at night, not even during the day. I called them, I told them, where have you gone? They told me we are in Karen. Karen where? Where the new president is. Oh, I told them, we shall meet later. So we need to exercise, we need to look into this matter of independence generally, Mr. Speaker. You cannot be independent when you want committees, but when there are serious, fundamental issues of the country, you are not independent. You are either with the minority or you are with the majority, Mr. Speaker. There are independents on our side here, like Fatuma Full Network, the woman rep for Migori. By all intent and purposes, she's an ODM member. She votes with us. She comes to our parliamentary group meeting. Shakil Shabir is independent. By all intent and purposes, he's an ODM member, Mr. Speaker. So just say your member did not get the lucrative committees that members are looking for. Either budget committee, transport committee, and everybody cannot get. But the whole issue of independence, Mr. Speaker, in your ruling, my plea to you now in your ruling, is that go broader, Mr. Speaker, and look at the whole issue of independence. How independent are they, Mr. Speaker? With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I submit.